Do. Hi, everybody. We're live.
Hi,
Happy
everyone.
Friday the 13th. I got all my good luck right here. One of them. Yes, she is. She wanted to say hi. Come on, don't hide your face. I know you got a boo boo. No, don't turn away. Oh, come on. See, she's not like Mozzie, who's
Yeah,
like
she's
all
giving
get
you
up
the
in the
buzz off all of
camera.
a sudden.
She wants to. So there we go. Say hi, everybody. Hey, I'm Ziva. Happy Friday. And black kitties are such good luck. We're such loving babies. Don't believe all
Yes.
that stupid stuff that's out there in the world.
Yep.
Okay, you gotta go now, okay? Okay. All right. Okay. So, how does everybody like my new hat? I got this today. Check it out. Spirit Halloween. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but oh, I just absolutely love this. So, I needed something for tonight. Some a little bit of this. I told Shan putting these on, it's more like I'm wearing a G string. My hands, anything else. Oh, so okay, good to go. So, hello, everybody. There was a bunch of chatting in the beginning with Stephen and I, Cosmic Orphan, and with
Hi, Stephen.
Fatima. So,
Hi,
all
Fatima.
righty. So, Fatima is here. So, yes, Fatima watched some of Cosmic Orphan's flip throughs. They are fun, very much so. And Cosmic Orphan, Stephen said, as long as you're more fun than a stick in the eye, you'll be okay.
Goodness. My grandfather got a stick in the eye. That's how he lost his eye.
Oh
True
no,
story.
poor
Yeah, true story.
grandfather. We have Bella is with us, my soul's journey, Bella. And we have Odelia Maderos. Hello, my dear.
Yeah.
Patricia Tyree. I know we got a couple more. Try not to miss anybody. Flowing is here. Hello, my dear. Nancy Riker is here. Hello. Yeah, that's my Ziva. That's my Ziva David. I named her after the character Ziva from NCIS. And when she had two babies, when we rescued her, she was pregnant. And only two survived. And so I named one of them Denozo and I named the other one McGee. And then I found homes for them. um, let's see. Sylvia Moore is here. Awesome hat. Thank you. Isadora is here. Peace Mama. Hi, Diana, oil painter. Hello, hello. Okay,
Hi
Lauren
there.
says my computer is possessed. And Elsie was just holding her skulls.
I have all this stuff right on my desk and you can't see any of it, but that's okay. And I was gonna get my hat out of storage, y'all. I have a beautiful witch hat, but I
Yeah.
just didn't get over there.
Wah,
I'll
wah,
probably wear it the rest of
wah.
the rest of October. I forget
Next
to.
Friday she'll have her witchy stuff. I almost got a witchy hat, but then
I've got some jewelry on. I have my
yeah.
skull ring on that I
Ooh.
always wear, and I've got my spider ring, and I always have my pentagram on,
And actually I'm wearing mine tonight. It's kind of hard to see, but it's inside a
I'm always
crescent
a witch.
moon.
So
And it says,
mhm.
by the light of the I can't remember I
By the
don't
light
wear
of
it
the
too
moon.
often, but it has a nice beautiful little
I
saying
do
in
have
Shanghai.
this here,
Ah,
and I have my Johnny Crow is always here on the
oh, so
pumpkin,
that's his name, Johnny Crow.
and I put
Okay.
a skull here. Yeah, it's a story from when that we used to read to my son when he was little. I didn't name him, and then actually on a live one day somebody said, "Are you going to name your?" And I've got
That Unikite?
it's rhodonite.
Oh,
It's just
Rhodonite. Okay.
very, very, very it doesn't have a lot of pink in it. It's more like at the browns and the grays. And I have this guy.
You don't like skulls, do you?
Mhm.
I
Gives me an
keep meaning to
excuse to
take
pull them
pictures
all
of
out.
some
And
of these.
there's more. There's actually a lot more over
My
there, but
God, I have
I
neighbors
digress.
around here and they went to like Home Depot and they bought those like 10, 11 foot skeletons and they have them out in their
There's a
yards and stuff. It's crazy.
there's a really cool one that a couple different houses have. They've been out for the last few years, but more people are getting them, and they're really nice. They don't function though. I noticed they're all
Mhm.
in the same position. So, but huge, like 15 foot or something crazy. Kind
Yeah.
of beige, not really white, but kind of like an off-white beigey
Mhm.
color.
One yard has the large skeleton, a whole bunch of other size ones. They have
I've always
the
liked
Christmas
skeletons.
before Halloween. It's insane
Mhm.
the amount of people
I've
that
never
spend
seen that
on.
movie.
I haven't either.
I've never seen it.
So Rossi has joined us.
I think it's The Nightmare Before Halloween.
Oh, Nightmare. Okay.
Is it? Yeah, The
Gerald
Nightmare
is
Before Halloween. I
one
knew
of
what you
them.
meant.
We all know Jack Skeleton. That's still very popular
Yes,
in
Jack
places
is the
like.
skeleton's name. That's probably the extent of what I know.
Yes, he has his own smiley face. Yes.
Yep.
You are ready for Halloween. Yes, we are. And I'm lucky that way. All righty.
Actually, I haven't even
There we go.
decorated
Nightmare
yet.
Before Christmas. Okay. Thanks,
Everything I
Gerald.
have, I always have out. I'll
Gerald,
get
have
stuff
you
this
seen that
weekend.
movie? Because everyone always asks him, have you seen this movie? He's like, no, I don't watch movies. So I'm asking Gerald, have you seen this movie? So that would be interesting to see what he says. So, anything fun or exciting happened this week? Or just pretty much the same old, same old? I don't like
Um,
scary movies
I got to
flowing.
work a part day today, and Monday's a part day as well because there's no
Right.
school Friday, Monday, and I guess it's like autumn break or
Really?
something like that.
We don't have that.
Yeah, I didn't even nobody verbally said why, and the calendar doesn't say, but a couple people I talked to, anyways. But I still had to work for like an
Mhm.
hour. I still get paid for the full day, which is nice. Today and Monday because I have one young adult special needs person that has to go to like a facility. So, um, but it's like 1 hour Friday and Monday,
Wow.
so it's kind of like having 4 days off.
Very cool. Any special plans?
I'm going to attack my storage unit tomorrow,
Just gonna get her
and
witchy hat out.
yeah, and I have to do some things, and my I don't know. I might have my sweetie come by and help me. I'm not really sure. No plans. I mean, I'll get stuff done this week, but nothing's actually planned.
More spontaneous. I
How
like
about you?
doing that. I like being spontaneous.
Yeah, I mean, I do with certain
Sort
things,
of.
but other things, I don't know. I used to be way
Yeah.
more, but then once I really worked on my anxiety and da da da, I'm a little more fly by the seat of my pants.
Actually, I believe the eclipse is Sunday, unless it is tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's Sunday. I am
Which
doing a
one?
show.
There's two eclipses.
There's a new moon and solar eclipse happening the same
Okay, and
day.
then I know there's also
That's Sunday, I believe, and my show with Hershey is tomorrow to read on the upcoming.
there's eclipse in some sign, but I can't remember which one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
In Libra, we've got the new
yeah,
moon
Libra.
in Libra and with
Libra,
the
but
solar.
then this lunar eclipse is in Taurus. Is it solar eclipse or
Oh,
lunar eclipse?
it's a solar.
It's a solar eclipse,
Yeah.
and it's in what sign?
The only thing I know is that it's the new moon is in the sign of Libra, so I assume the sun would be in Libra too. No.
No.
Oh, the eclipse is Saturday. Well, oh, then something that I looked up
Okay.
was wrong.
Anyways,
Was wrong.
I'll look it all up tomorrow and
Oh,
get up
I
to
see. The
speed.
eclipse is tomorrow, and then oh, see, yeah, okay, got y'all. All righty. Thank you for setting me straight. Sometimes I get misinformation. This is why we have hashtag the best chatters. Because even when the hostesses don't know, well, this hostess don't know
And
what,
I should know. I used to follow all that stuff, and I've gotten very
Yeah,
lax. I don't follow it very much
same
at
here.
all.
So, but yeah, nothing too much. Shannon and I celebrated our 22nd year together on
Yeah, that
Tuesday.
happened.
And unfortunately, one of my best friends lost her husband today, my friend Amanda. So I've been, if I have to run, Allison will, keep the show going in case I hear from her. She has to talk to me about something tonight during the show. So I'll have to maybe book out for that if I get a message from her or a phone call. Other than that, discovered a new um, spirit guide, and it's so weird because I woke up this morning with this name, and
I'm just turning my camera off for 2
okay,
seconds. I'm listening.
and so I turned so I woke up, heard this name, got up, and wanted to look into, what, what nationality, what culture this name came from. And I got a piece of cat hair because he was just on my lap. And it was Grecian or Grecian area, Greek area. And so when I had clicked on Bing to look this up, I was looking at the picture going, somebody's telling me to click on this picture. And I clicked on the picture, and it's an area of um, the Greece area of the Adriatic Sea. So it turns out the spirit guide that I just learned about, not only is we knew each other in a past life in that area in Greece, but it was at that exact same place as that greeted me when I woke up this morning with Bane. And then I watched something else tonight that reiterated that, validated that. So yes, I'm very excited to explore some a new spirit guide, see what she can help me with. And her name is Alessia. So yeah, he was. If people remember, I was talking about Roger. For those who follow me on Facebook, I had posted his picture, her and his picture together. My friend Amanda had found him almost gone in July, and he was in ICU for a week, and they were able to get his liver cleaned out and get him back up and running and stuff. And he's been home for about over a month, and her just taking care of him and going, and being, rehabilitation and stuff. And it was so weird because yesterday I was going to reach out to her and ask her how he's doing, but I figured I'd wait till this weekend, invite her out for a cup of coffee, and I'll buy her because she didn't want to leave him alone for too long, and just kind of catch up with her. And I had just gotten home or something from shopping. Yeah, I had just gotten home from shopping with Shan, and I get a text message from her saying that Roger passed. And I asked her what happened, and she goes, "I can't get into it right now." She goes, "But I'm at the hospital and I'm waiting for family." And I said, "Do you need me there?" And she said, "No," because she's got friends and family in Buffalo. So I'm just, standing by in case she needs to talk to me about anything tonight. So and he was older than her. He was like in his, late 60s, early 70s. So it wasn't like he was young, he was much older. He was about 20 years or so older than her. Um, but yeah, and I actually introduced the both of them. I was working at Hyatt's Art Supply in Buffalo, and she had, just left another job, was looking for another one, and I said, "Well, why don't you, come meet me at work and see if fill out an application." And took her out, introduced her to everybody, Roger and everybody else and whatnot, and she got the job. And it was through there that she met him. So yeah, he was a good guy. I really liked him. So, but he's with his mom now, and I'm sure he will not leave her side, in spirit. And as I was getting the message earlier, I heard a couple noises in my room, and I was thinking, well, maybe that could be him letting me know that, you know, I don't know, but I don't want to bring the show down. But if I have to go, that's the thing. So um, she appreciates everybody's, prayers and healing energy like she did before when on Facebook. So um, you never know when you're going to go. So, you know, love one another, try not to. That's why when Shan and I, for the past 22 years, we have never gone to bed. I've gone to bed a bit upset or perturbed with him. But, whenever we've had a disagreement or something or whatnot, we never go to bed angry at each other because you never know. The next morning you
Yeah.
wake up, one of you may not be there. So, yeah, definitely is okay to feel. Yeah. So, Allison and I are going to do some fun Friday the 13th witchy good luck general reading. So, if anybody would like a general reading, unless Allison, you want something more specific, I thought for fun, with it being good luck, we would just keep it as a general. Is that good with you?
We can do whatever you like, but say that part one more time. Good
Well,
luck.
with the
What was
witchy
that?
good luck, the good luck readings, make them general so that we can try to make a positive spin on it because
Something
it's Friday.
positive that's coming
Yeah,
or whatever.
because of good luck. Yeah, instead of Friday the 13th being all, except for obviously what happened with my friend, but I thought it would be fun. Allyson and I are going to use a couple of our favorite witchy decks. I got a brand new one, which I'll probably be reading from the book because I'm still learning.
We
So
should
I'm
do
being
flip throughs for both of those, Heather. I've never even seen either one, so I'm wondering if
well.
everybody
Kelly
else has.
Fitzgerald has an incredible channel where she does all of the cards. I mean, I can do a flip through on my own, but she does an amazing job on her channel. So let me just jump up really quick because I've seen lots of me's. Um,
And I'm
so
making tea, everybody. Don't mind me.
all righty. Okay, let's see. I got Rossi. I have Debbie Joyce, Patricia, Nancy, Sylvia, Fatima. Hey, Hershey. Welcome, Chica. Everybody, Hershey's going to be a guest on my channel tomorrow. We'll be doing the new moon and solar eclipse readings for y'all. Alrighty, so I have 7 starred. And I'll get to the first one up here. And Allyson, I just ask that you remain in chat for your reading because
Oh, I
it
thought I
helps
muted.
us.
So sorry. God.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay,
So just
good.
make sure you stay.
I should have made my
chat.
tea earlier. I'm so sorry, everybody, but I have to have it.
She's got to have her
Or I'm
tea.
not going to make it through this. I got to stay awake.
All righty. So we have 7 starred right now. So I think we're good at this time. If anybody wants one, let me know. I will star it, and we'll get to as many as we can tonight. So
And I may use my crow deck as well, which is witchy.
yeah, whatever resonates, and I
My
think that
crow deck is
crow
going.
deck is amazing. So the first person up is Rossi.
All right. And so just a positive message for her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Even though sometimes a negative message, like on one of your videos that you just did, something that might be negative might actually be good luck too. So depending on how you look at it. So, okay, Hershey, I'll add you and see if we have time. Diana, I'll add you. So, oh, perfect. I'm going to go first. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. So, Rossi, you got, look at that. She's a little witchy. How perfect. So you have the Labyrinth Walker. And I gotta love that purple. Gotta dig that purple. And hopefully when Miss Tarot D watches back, she'll see that beautiful purple too. That's one of the things I love about this deck is such a muted, beautiful colors. So Rossi, the Labyrinth Seeker. I mean the Labyrinth Walker. Let's see. What does she have to say? We get to the center and okay, let's see here. Let me back it up. All right, we all seek comfort. It's human nature. After walking the labyrinth, we desire to sink into the center, relax, stay, maybe build a home there. We yearn to become centered by stasis, as if our spiritual, physical, or emotional well-being is a target we can hit, a status we can achieve. We get to the center and believe we've arrived, as if our well being is a goal with a finish line instead of an ever evolving process, a continuum we walk daily. Let's see. So, a witch knows her journey. A witch knows her journey moves in both directions, inward and outward, and doesn't count the steps inward as accomplishment, nor the required steps outward as failure. She embraces both expansion and entropy, and is devoted to the path as it circles and changes, which is just perfect for this time of year. And it says also, this is the time to embrace the continued journey inward towards source and outward towards life. So beautiful. Perfect card for this time of year. Walking the labyrinth, walking in and out. And as we do that journey and that process, we always heal, learn, and let go, reemerge, rebirth, and go in again. It's an ever changing process through life of growth. Because, if we are not doing that on a regular basis, then we're not learning life's lessons. So for you, woo! My thing just spun. I wonder what that was all about. And Allyson is still shuffling. I'm going to put her over.
I can go.
Oh, okay. I'm all done.
Rossi, hi. So, you've got some sort of prosperity coming in. This may be money, it may not be, but something that you would consider prosperous. I also have radiant, and this feels like you. So, it also have tranquility, and these kind of feel like they go together. I don't know that they do, but they may. Radiant for me is about when you're happy inside, your beauty shines, right? To me, that's what radiant is. So that's what I'm getting out of this, if this means. So, and prosperity for me can be like you are, God, anything for me can feel like prosperity. So I don't mean to speak for you, but like for me, like if you find out, like if you're worried about something and then you find out that it's not an issue, right? To me, that's prosperity. Like, or, just it can be anything. What I mean is it's not necessarily money, but it could be. And I have radiant and tranquility. This is about being at peace and all is well. So this is beautiful. So you have prosperity, radiant, and tranquility. This feels to me like something to come. You might already be experiencing this, but this all feels, these are fall colors, all of these cards. So, yeah, that's what I'm making out of this. And then I also, just for the heck of it, I pulled from this Everyday Witch. And this looks like, it looks similar. I have Ace of Cups, the Magician, and Page of Pentacles. So, and this is the order that it came out. So for me, this, but the Page of Pentacles can absolutely be this prosperity, the Radiance, the Ace of Cups, the Magician. I'm not really relating that to any of these other ones, but that's just about, you have what you need to create what you want. And who doesn't want tranquility and prosperity? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the radiance comes within. So it's just a general, beautiful message, which is what we're talking about. It looks like, I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know if it's all is already well in your world, but if it's not, it looks like you do have some positivity coming, is what I would say. So that's what I got for you.
Says, yes, beautiful messages. And she says, perfect for what I'm working on. So
Great. Perfect.
nice. Very nice. All righty. And Isadora doesn't like purple. I'm sorry, but I love purple. Purple's one of my
I love
favorite
purple
colors.
too. Love purple. All shades.
Let's see. What was the deck you used for Rossi? Okay, Diana.
I swear I'm now done with my damn tea. I'll have to go get it in a second. I use the Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. This is what it looks like.
So that's what the one Allyson just used, and this is the one that I just used.
It's by US Game Systems, and it's Terry Foss with an F like Frank.
It's beautiful.
Terry with an I. Terry Foss. Yes, the beautiful, very like watercolory backgrounds, and then it looks more like I don't know if it's the witches are all very different, but most of them are very watercolory looking.
Oh, I thought you were going to show some cards. That's why I put you on the big seat. Okay.
Oh, I can.
If you want.
If anybody just wants, so I'll just show a couple of them.
I love this deck.
Yeah, I don't know how nice they're showing.
I do like the watercolor feel to them. Oh, the butterfly and the little black kitty. There's my
Yeah, it's
Monty.
so cute.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Lots of crows, lots of witches, lots of cats, lots of trees,
Whoa.
lots of moons.
Jeez.
There's some wolves in here too, which I love, and owls.
This new deck
And
is very
pumpkins.
slippery.
There are pumpkins. This does have a very fall feel to it. It does. But some of the cards really do,
Oh, I
which
love
is
that
why I
one.
mentioned it for her reading. Yeah, I love this is the goddess.
Okay, somebody's energy is just like throwing my cards around over here. Who am I? Who do I have here? Debbie Joyce. Wow. I mean, every time I shuffle, these cards are flying. I know they're slippery, but holy
All right, so
mackerel.
Debbie Joyce. All right.
Debbie, what are you doing to my deck? Oh, it's got some messages. Okay. And Diana says she has her first deck. Very cool. Okay, Debbie Joyce. Ooh, Maiden Journey. Here, let me pull one from the Witch's Oracle, the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. And I'll be also pulling from this one here. No. Oh, Debbie, it was weird. It was just the minute I started shuffling for you, the cards just kept flying. I pick them up, and then they went flying. I'm like, okay, what's this? They have something to say. So, okay, I'm going to go. Well, Allyson is still shuffling. And so I'll just go with the Witch's Wisdom first. And Debbie, I got Healer. And I got the Witch card. And it's the natural, witches were natural healers. They were, the medicine women. They were the women in the village who knew how to, you know, make herbs, do herbs and poultices and medicines, and healing and connecting with nature and spirits.
Midwives.
Yep, thank you. And so this beautiful energy of you being a healer. So I don't know if this is something that you already know that you practice, or if this is something that you're thinking about practicing. And I think it might be something new because the first card out of the other deck is Maiden Journey. And I really don't need to read the book to go with this card here, because it feels like this is something new. It's something that you've been thinking about wanting to explore, or if you have been working already on the healing path, this could be telling you to keep doing it. You are on this journey, you're on this voyage. And I love the fact that it's a magic carpet. So instead of a broom, it's a beautiful magic carpet. And she does have, she's flying with the geese. They're all flocking towards their destination. So this could also very well be astral projection to astral travel. I'm not sure if that's something that you did as well, um, or that you do, or that you're exploring. But I just feel like you are really starting to explore all the natural healing abilities and modalities, especially with nature being involved in this beautiful crow too here. The crows are about mysteries and magic, and their omens, their spirit guides between realms, and then that beautiful maiden voyage. So if this is something, and I'm still learning these cards, and she's got a little black kitty on the back. Perfect. So you have your familiar, you have the crow, and of course, the cats are about independence too, as well. Very independent, very thinking for themselves. So if this is what I used to soul travel when I was younger, okay, very cool. So this may be something that you are thinking about exploring, using that ability as being. I mean, we are all healers. A lot of our mini readings are really also a message for the collective, because this all taps into similar energies that we can all tap into. And just this beautiful this healer card, being in nature, and going into this time of year when the veils are the thinnest. This is a good time to kind of start looking into things that we want to study, communing more with spirit, becoming more connected to healing abilities, maybe taking classes. And again, maybe, sometimes we do astral travel and we don't remember it. I know I'm one of those. Um, oh, my black cat just crossed. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry you lost your kitty. I'm so sorry, honey. Um, oh man, Debbie. But I dreamt of my Piper last night. I've been dreaming of my Piper and my Lulu. They're dogs. And so even though they passed and I feel like I was doing a journey last night, my Piper was with me. So you know that when you do your journeying and when you explore these new spiritual avenues that you want to take, um, your baby's right there with you always. So there you go, honey. And I'm so sorry that you lost your baby. And hello, Beth. I know. Thank you. Yes, it's got pretty little lace in the back and on the top. So, Spirit Halloween.
I think I saw that as well, Debbie, and then I put the cards back because I was only want to do a positive message, and now I just saw what you were just talking about. Um, so anyhow, but from the what is this? I don't know why I can't ever remember the name of this. The Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle, which is a witchy deck. I got actually that's not the order this came out. It's like this. Not that the order really matters, but I got hmm, hmm, interesting. This might be about it was a cat, right? It wasn't a dog. You said it's a cat.
This
Yeah,
cat.
this
Mm-hmm.
I got evolve, which that's what death is, right? And look who's right here at her feet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so and the butterfly is about rebirth. Um, aw. Yeah, so I feel like this is a message, and I'm sure you already know, they're fine. We're the ones that miss them. They are fine.
Mm-hmm.
They cross right over animals. It's not like humans that sometimes can meander if they don't, and most people I believe do. Anyways, I digress. Magical, you do have good things coming. And be open and aware, I'm sure you are, to visits from your cat. But this is about good things coming in. And breathe. This is just about releasing stress, not holding on to it. This could be related to the crossing of your cat and anything else that's going on in your life, right? I mean, we all have things that come. This isn't like an earth shattering message, but this is, and it's so simple, but it is something that gets lost when people are stressed out. I know I used to do this when I was really stressed, and I would notice how shallow I was breathing. It's just about remembering to take in deep breaths and relax and exhale fully and all that. But it also has the message of letting stuff go and not holding on and not making, and I'm not talking about your cat, I'm talking about other things. This is a message for everybody, not making such a big deal out of everything. Not everything has to be so dramatic. And I'm being prompted to say that. And I don't mean to trigger anybody that's going through anything big, but a lot of us, myself included, at times tend to blow things out of proportion. And there's that saying about, leave the small things to be small, let them go. A lot of things we make a big deal out of them. I don't know, because it's the world that we're in now. We're entitled and we expect things in a minute and we can't wait and da 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 and everything's instant and da 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 whatever, right? So, and I don't mean to go in a different direction on your reading, but it is one of evolve, and this can be applied in a lot of different ways. Just apply it in your life how it makes sense. Moving on and upward from something, and your spiritual practice, whatever it is. But yeah, I do think this could be about your kitty. And then from the tarot, I did pull a few cards from you. And the first one, I drew a reading and I put it back. And then you were talking with Heather. And then I realized, oh, that's what the reading was. I don't remember what the cards were, but it wasn't positive and happy. And we're doing good readings right now. So I put them back. And I clarified to my guides what I'm looking for. And the first card that came out, I got the strength. And in this deck, it's the lion, of course, which is, feline energy. And look who's right in front of the lion.
Oh, look at that, Debbie.
Start
Oh,
out.
Black
This is strength
Kitty.
of this deck, and it's not showing the best, but it's a black cat.
Yeah, right down there.
Black cat.
Oh,
So super cute. Yeah, my Romeo, my Boston Terrier, not to take away from your moment, same thing. And it's so special. I mean, it's sad, but it's also a
my
blessing to
pet
share
died.
that moment when your pet crosses. It's so special. And I'm so glad I experienced it. And I hope that it was I hope you feel the same way. I mean, yes, if it's traumatic, that's one thing. But just like when they slip away, um, it can be a very it's a beautiful moment to share. Sad, yes, but beautiful. um 8 of Pentacles. So this is, you're working on something, right? And these feel like very separate. This does not feel like a reading. This feels very broken up. So you got Strength, you got 8 of Pentacles, something you're working on, or will be.
And another
And
Black Kitty.
you can create this. You can make this happen. You got the Magician. I'm just doing 3-card spreads, you guys. I'm not doing big spreads. So,
Deck.
but this does not feel like this feels like 3 separate messages. And I'm sorry, did you say something to me?
No, I'm just looking at the cards going, oh, how beautiful. Black kitties are in the cards. I
Oh,
love
yes.
that.
Yes. And you know what? Yes. And in each of these cards, the cat showed up. And the cat is not in, well, actually, the cat is in a lot of the pictures on this deck. That's true, but it's not every card. Yeah. And anyways, interested, this is and I'm sure you've all seen this deck. It's very common. It's I think it's called the Modern Witch. Is that right? Or no, the Everyday Witch. It's
The
called
Everyday Witch.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
That's your reading. What was her name again?
Debbie. Sorry.
Debbie. Yeah. And bless you, honey. I don't know how long ago your cat crossed, but
I think she said last week or the week before, so it's very recent.
yeah.
And Kim agrees. Yep, the super cute little witch cards. Yeah, I like those. Very nice. Alrighty, next up is Patricia Tyree. Alrighty.
Patricia Tyree. And forgive me, everybody. I have a new deck. Not brand new. I got a couple weeks ago, but I have been very busy. I don't know it yet. I am going to use it a little bit, and I will be reading from the book.
Same thing with me.
I am going to read, and and there's nothing wrong with reading the book. There's not. I'm just one that doesn't like to do that, or whatever. That's just me and my weird hangups. Anybody that wants to read from the book, good for them. That's what they're there for. It's just not usually my thing. But this deck is kind of unusual for anybody that's interested. This is called the Literary Witches Oracle. I'll do a couple readings if anybody's interested. That's what if anybody's interested. I'm like talking in garble tonight.
Blah, 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 blah.
You understand what that was? No, I haven't had anything to drink. That's
no.
me.
Are you sure? What's in that tea, Allyson?
My caffeine.
Sip, sip. When she starts to drip, drip, then we know something.
All right, the literary.
You can't come in my lap.
Just jumped out. I'm going to leave that. I don't know what that is. We're going to leave that one out here. So this is for Patricia Tyree. Okay. What's the message for Patricia?
Okay, so Patricia, I got Psyche for you. And look at that. I love that. She's holding a ball full of butterflies. And of course, again, butterflies are all about transformation. It's a really beautiful card. So it says here, nobody runs into the arms of change with mad, passionate delight, yelling, pick me, pick me. Oh, I love how she starts that. And yet, without change, there is no growth. The butterflies and the transformation from the caterpillar, from the egg to the caterpillar to becoming, into the pupa and then the butterfly.
Pupa?
The pupa or the chrysalis. But the pupa is what they call.
I know. It's just a funny word. I'm being like a teenager. Go ahead.
She said pupa.
She said pupa. You get it.
Oh, yes. So the cells of that mushy substance known as the imago cells, which is what the people don't realize when a caterpillar creates its chrysalis, it completely dissolves into an organic goo.
Yes,
Its body just absolutely just dissolves. And out of
fascinating.
that, it just reconfigures itself and develops and forms into a butterfly. It's incredibly mind-boggling to
Yeah,
me how something like that. I mean, that's ultimate transformation,
it's very
transmutation into
sophisticated.
something. Hmm.
Hmm.
Um, okay, so she's describing that here, but let's get to the meat of the message. So, a witch must get comfortable in her chrysalis and make friends with not knowing. This is, and what says not knowing, it's making friends with the fact of not knowing, staying in the mystery. Now, I'll just hold this card up so you can see it as I'm reading it. And it says here, this is the only place where her new wings are grown, along with the new image of what she can be in the world. It's okay to not know. In fact, it's glorious. Embrace the messy mush of cells your current reality has gifted you. Somewhere between the unbecoming and becoming, your wings are growing, and the imago containing who you can be is embracing its color, radiance, and vitality. And that's not how you write it, Isadora. And so the witch's wisdom oracle to go along with that is the watchtower of the south for summer. So even though we are in autumn season right now, it feels like this transformation has is starting its process. And in winter, that's us basically going into the chrysalis, into the pupa, and where we dissolve and we learn and we become and we regrow. So by the time summer comes around, our wings start to open. We emerge from our chrysalis, and we spread our wings, and we start enjoying the fruits um, of our spiritual journey. We continue it in a new phase, and summer too, especially summer solstice. It's the longest day of the year, and so it's that beautiful long rebirthing of the sun that takes place. And so I feel like from now until summer, you are going to really be creating, like all of us, creating that cocoon. We're going into hibernation mode with winter, and by the time spring and summer comes, we outgrow our chrysalis, our pupa, and we spread our wings, and we emerge and we enter the new phase of our life. And with that, Patricia, I'm a Scorpio and I love a mystery. There you go. So you enjoyed the not knowing, and my daddy was a Scorpio too. 10/26 would have been my daddy's birthday this month, so I'll give that over to you. And this is how you spell poopa.
Um, yes, that whole process is fascinating, and I love caterpillars. See, I did it again. Caterpillars. God, I hope I'm
Zip
okay.
zip.
Caterpillars as a child,
Oops.
and now I'm like really into butterflies and have been for years. So,
Me too.
but I remember we learned about that in, I think it was in junior high, um, what they call middle school now. But anyhow, it was
Hey,
fascinating. We
Plucky.
learned about it in science class.
Good to see you.
Anyhow, and who was this reading for?
Patricia. I'm putting her
Patricia.
name back up.
Patricia,
Yep.
I think this is linked to childhood. So, and this isn't, these are supposed to be happy messages, and it's not so much this is negative, but this is what it's referencing. It doesn't mean that it is, but that's what I'm getting from this.
Look at
Um,
her birthday, 10/31.
oh,
She's
nice.
She was born on
Halloween.
Samhain. Oh my
Hmm.
God, that's
Awesome. Yeah.
awesome.
All Hallows Eve. Very nice.
Well,
So the overall energy was the teacup. So the teacup is see, and then I talked so long I didn't remember it all. I know some of it, but I want to make sure I said, or that I say it correctly. So small mind, right? So like thinking small, not expanding, um limiting beliefs, that kind of thing. That's the overall energy of this. And it's also about coming into ease, right? Um so you have the teacup. You also have the doll. And the doll is about childhood, old wounds, illusions, right? Which totally makes sense. That a doll would be representative of that. We have this card here, Flannery O'Connor, who is an author. This is a literary witches deck, so there are some authors in here. Her messages of humanity, but it's about who we are and having redemption. And then I have Charlotte Perkins Gilman, and her message is about freedom. This is about what frees you and oppression. This is a message about childhood and seeing who you really are and letting go some thought form that was created. Doesn't have to be big and ugly and scary. Maybe it is. I don't know. But there's some way that you either see yourself or have decided something that's true, or react, or whatever it is, apply it where it makes sense, and hopefully it does. If you don't know, maybe it'll come to you later. But there's something here that would serve you to let it go, and to not have this limiting belief. And it might not necessarily be about yourself. It could just be something that you believe to be true about the world, that isn't true, or whatever it is. But it's something that you learned at home, I would think. And Spirit saying you can let that go because that's not true. So I hope that makes sense.
She says, I was not happy having to attend Catholic school, and neither was I after being there for a few months, few weeks. Rebelled and ended up attended public school. So she's a rebel. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, oh, and the praying mantis is at the bottom of the deck, which is stinking adorable. Let's just take this moment, if you don't mind, Heather.
Sure.
Let me just see what this is.
I'm just going to let Ellen. The questions are closed for the evening, but if we have time, we might be able to fit you in. If not, Allyson and I can always go ahead and do a collective for everybody, so that pretty much everybody gets a message, including the praying mantis.
Yep. So at the bottom of the deck, and it's funny because there's a positive and a negative. So I love that this was here. I know it's so cute though. The bottom of the deck, and remember the reading that I just read, and you just said about the school that you attended. One of the key words to this is manipulation, right? So yeah, but also wit and fun, right? So the complete opposite, right? So but that was at the bottom of the deck. So I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, just, and I'm sure you have.
Look at this.
Hitchhiking on my. Oh, really? Recently? Even if it wasn't recently, I have a whole thing with
cool.
praying mantis, Patricia. Like that's one of my little bug spirits, or what. I love praying mantis. I had one hitch a ride and live in my mom's on my front porch last year until it died, because one of its wings didn't come out of its whatever it's called correct, so it wasn't able to do what it needed to do. So it lived on my mom's and drank the water off my mom's and ate whatever little aphids or whatever would land on it. And it lived a long time in that plant.
Oh, so it survived. Okay.
It did, but then it finally died, and maybe that's when it was supposed to die. I looked it up a little bit, read a little bit about it. I felt like it did go a little prematurely, but
it was gave him a happy home.
Mom and I would move it out. I would move it around on the porch out of the direct sun and this, that, whatever, and try to keep him, or her.
Hey, TK.
So, but anyway, yeah, they're awesome.
Ellen R joined us, and so did Pisces greeter TK. So, hello, hugs TK.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for being here. So let's see. Patricia added, about a year ago, kept hearing a clicking sound and placed her on my pin oak tree.
Oh,
or pine oak.
Thank you for doing that. And I'm sure most of us here do that. I don't kill.
Well, there's a spider crawling on me.
I don't kill anything.
Biting on me.
And spiders, please take them outside. Spiders, actually, I think it's bad luck to kill spiders myself, but if you believe in that kind of thing, not that I really do.
If I can, I'll do something, but
see my spider, and I love spider energy. It's all about creativity. Yeah.
Oh, you'll like the one card in here if it comes up. If not, I'll show you after the show. It's grandmother spider, and it's a pretty cool card. I like it.
Spiders are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like their webs.
Well,
And
one
they're
morning I
artists.
woke up and there was like 6 bites going down the side of my arm from a
I got
spider that we're
bit.
gone in here now.
I had 3. I don't mind saying I had 3 bites right on my breast like a couple months ago. I got bit.
Because you're like Shan would tell me, because you're sweet, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
It took a while for it to completely go away.
Oops,
too.
that one.
And I knew as soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's spider. I got bit by a spider.
Okay.
It's medicine.
So Nancy Riker is
Nancy
up
Riker.
next.
All right, Nancy. Nancy Riker.
You're welcome, Patricia. Stephen called it a boob spider. Spiders are no joke, though. My brother-in-law got bit by a hobo spider, and it was bad. I mean, he really had to go to the ER, and it took forever for that thing to clear up. So he's got to be careful with the spiders. Beth will probably end up doing a collective, so if you want to hang around for the collective, because we still have quite a few to go. I don't know what Allison's energy level is. I mean, I'm good for, another half hour or so. So let me just go ahead, and we have time. If not, we'll do one big collective for everybody. So Nancy Riker. I'm going to pull one from The Witch's Wisdom. I'm also using this for anybody who's interested. It is by Barbara. I can't even think of pronouncing that name. So Michael John Free, Flavia. So I like some of the art in here. Colors are beautiful, very saturated, very vibrant. Some are just kind of, 2 of them came out. Okay. So Nancy, you're going to get 2, a total of 3. So Nancy, priestess of priorities. And what I can tell you right now is that at this time, you're really starting to focus, or you're thinking about really like honing in and focusing on what is priority in your life. And I love how she's kind of got like her eyes kind of, it's like a butterfly shape. Well, we got the butterfly shape down here again. So it's transforming what you see and seeing what is, most important in your life right now. And I love this, like almost like a little bit of a swami, fortune telling, that beautiful little star there at the top. So intuitively, you really do know what your priorities are, things that you want to work on very spiritually. It just feels like you're, again, with the purples, it's all about your indigo, your purple, your violet, your magenta chakras. Those are your opening up and connections to the spiritual realm. So just being really open and looking at what it is that you want to focus on. What is your main priority? And the next 2 cards that I got was the Wiccan Reed, and it's ethos, and it's basically ethics about, and what this is the Wiccan Reed, in perfect love and perfect trust. 8 words the Wiccan Reed fulfill. And ye harm none, do as ye will, and never mind the rule of 3. Oh, ever mind the rule of 3. What's the way they wrote on here? It's like, what ye send out comes back to thee. Follow this with mind and heart, and merry meet and merry part. So this is all about the Wiccan Reed, or also known as a form of the witch's reed. Is basically using your natural magic, your natural power, your abilities that spirit gave you, and making sure that you use it for the good of others, including yourself, and to harm none. Um, so with priorities, making sure that, or I feel like you are making sure that what you are doing is following a very ethical path work. And then I also got cloak, which is concealment. So making sure, so at this time, I'm thinking that maybe certain things that you want to practice, the developing of your intuition, maybe following not necessarily Wiccan, but pagan or nature-based spirituality. And you might have to, kind of keep it concealed or cloaked at this time. Um, So if that's what I would love to know, if you don't mind sharing, if any of that resonated. And like I said, it doesn't have to be that you're studying to be a witch or to do magic spells or ritual, because there's so much more to being a witch or a pagan or a person of nature than doing ceremonial casting spells and doing elaborate rituals and stuff. It's just really being connected to the earth, honoring the balance of the male and the female energies, Mother Earth, Father Sky, and I just feel like you're exploring a lot, and that you're trying to make sure that you are ethical in what it is that you are exploring, while working at the same time of trying to keep that concealed at the moment. And there's nothing to be ashamed about with that either. Sometimes we have family members like myself. My family knows I'm the black sheep of the family pretty much, and when I go over to my sister's house,
Me
um,
too.
I'm not allowed to talk about that shit, according to my brother-in-law. So,
What?
oh yeah, my sister's
Girl,
old
I'd
school. I
never
love
even
my
go over
sister.
there.
I love my sister, and I have to respect her wishes. She's okay with what I do and what I believe in. But if the husband is around or whatever, I really can't bring it up, or
I
else I
wouldn't
have to
even be
deal with
around
that.
him.
So, well,
That's yeah.
yeah.
No, I get it. Respecting your sister, but anyways,
She
sorry.
goes, yes, it does. Okay, thank you, Nancy.
Awesome.
So I'm going to put Allison over to the onto the witch's broom, the big witch's broom.
So I didn't hear, I heard a little bit of what you were saying to her. And
Hmm.
so I think that my message was probably similar of the little bit that I heard. And I hope you don't mind, Nancy, but I decided to use the literary witches with yours as well. Again, just bear with me while I'm learning this. A little bit down the road, I won't be looking at the book at all. I'm going to know
And
what all
so,
these
yeah,
cards mean.
thank
So
you, Nancy.
the overall energy, I did pull one of the authors. I pulled Emily Dickinson, and her message is of the soul. So this is the overall energy of your reading with me. And the key words to the soul are spiritual life, the
Hmm.
inner world, and the unknown. And this deck is not all about that kind of stuff at all. So I
My water.
think that it's kind of interesting that that's what the overall energy here is, because it sounds like that's what Heather was just to some degree talking
Yeah,
about.
she has to conceal it. Yeah.
Yes. So, and then you also got, so the three cards that are your actual spread, I got the peacock, and the peacock is the divine.
Ooh.
Okay. It's also splendor and craving. So you can, find splendor in this sort of energy, and you definitely can crave it and this and that, and whatever. But this is the divine. You also got the hedgehog, which is adorable. This is about hiding the heart, which is what you're describing, right? With other things as well, but this is the meaning in this spread I would bet money on. And then we also have the lantern, and the lantern is about guidance, instinct, and trust, which would be all of your spiritual stuff, right? And yeah. Anyways, and then at the bottom of the deck, you had the wildflowers, which is about awakening. It's also about renewal. So, yeah, this is about you are on the right path. You do you, boo. You do what you want
Hmm.
to do. You follow your spiritual path, and you do everything that feels true to you. Um yeah, and I'm sorry that you yeah, and that's one of your lessons while you're here, right? It's up to you whether or not you embrace it, that you follow what's true, what's in your heart.
Yeah. And she says she can only share it with one son, and shows when she brings it up that I have it, so she gets the looks. And I know exactly it. Yeah.
Well, you're the one with the evolved soul. So, I'm
I
glad you
do
have
follow it.
the
Thank you,
community.
ladies. You're welcome, Nancy. Thank you for your question. Thank you for everybody being here and asking for readings. This is wonderful.
Yes.
And Sylvia, are you still here, my dear? Just going to take a quick moment to grab some water. They turned the heat on in the building, and it's kind of like I got to keep a window open. It gets so warm in here. Even
Mm.
during the fall and the winter sometimes.
I turned my
You
furnace
bet.
on the other night. It actually got cold enough for the furnace the other night.
Yeah. Yeah, Hershey was saying that she had the 30s the one day, and she's like Midwest, so I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, it got down to 38 briefly the other night.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so Sylvia Moore.
Yep. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy said that our readings was right on, so that's good. That makes it, that helps build Allyson and I's, confidence, and then we're making good connection with our cards and our guides and stuff. So confirmation is really helpful and appreciated. So thank you, Nancy, and everybody. Whew, this hat's a little warm. Just wish everybody can see the back of it. So cute. So Sylvia. Ooh. Well, we appreciate you too. You can see your breath. Yep. Okay. So Sylvia. It's got a lace thing on it, Hershey. It's really cool. I'll take it off in a little bit and show everybody. So Sylvia, I got the Lion Queen. And just like the Strength card, um, it has to do with knowing you have spirit backing you up, but also knowing that this line also represents you. You have the strength. You are standing tall. You are holding call it your staff of truth. It's your authenticity. It's who you are. And a lot of times our strongest strengths, if that makes sense, is our ability to be vulnerable. Um, like the lion is, they trust each other, just like in the regular tarot and the strength card. They trust each other. She knows she doesn't need to be afraid of him, and he doesn't need to be afraid of hers. That beautiful respect. And so you have that beautiful strength of character, of um, of character. That's what I'm hearing, a character. And because of that, I got the respect card. You are respected. And so I got the pentacle. And what a lot of people don't know about the pentacle, and what I love when I use these cards, it's like my form of education. The pentacle is not for, satanic ritual. Yes, people will put that on the news, social media, in movies. There's even people who dabble and practice in things that they shouldn't, and they use it, and people get the impression that that's what this is for. It is not. Each point on the star represents an element: fire, air, earth, water, and the fifth one is spirit. It's who we are. It's our God goddess energy. And so this beautiful crafting here, there looks like they're getting ready to do a beautiful ritual in honoring all the elements. So again, this card just shows that you have the strength and respect of a lioness. You are authentic. You are a fair person. You are compassionate, but you don't allow your compassion to be taken advantage of either. Your strength. He's still there to give that little growl to whatever situation that you may need. But because of who you are, you have earned that respect of others, and you have respect of nature as well. And I love the candles too, because the candles, the light, you guide. And again, too, with her, she's got almost like a little light, almost could be a light. I can't tell. I don't think it's a light, but for me, it feels like, a light as well as a beacon. And so keep shine your light, keep being, true to who you are. Embrace the power that you have, that strength you have, and continue to have that respect for yourself, and people will respect you as well. when you walk in your truth and walk in your power. So, yes, a lot is misunderstood. I'll give it over to Allison. Oh, you're muted, hon. This is for Sylvia. Sorry.
So when I read with this deck, I have a card that's the overall energy, and then I have 3 cards that come out. I could not get another card to come out, but now
Ooh.
I'm seeing why. It was very specific. So the overall energy is of the eye. This is about seeking answers, seeing clearly, paying attention, right? Seeing, basically, right? Seeking answers, seeing clearly. This is the overall. And then I got this author, Gertrude Stein, but the message of this card is about perspective. This is making sense out of things, seeing new ways of seeing something. And then I got Eileen Chang, the messages of fate. So this is events falling into place, outside forces, acceptance. So making sense of something, seeing something a new way, different things falling into place, outside forces. And again, the overall energy this is about seeing truth, seeing, really seeing something for what it is. So I'm wondering if you know what this is. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to tear this thing apart any deeper than that. So, yeah, that's what I got for you. These cards absolutely all go together. So this is about recognizing and seeing something with fresh eyes, basically, or you're the one that's seeing something that others aren't, or what have you. So, and again, nothing else would come out. So
Bye, Beth. Gotta run. Take back the 13th, witches. Have a good night, hon. And Sylvia said, amazing. Thank you so very much. And she also said, I've been trying to be more open minded, try to let things just happen.
okay. That
Oh,
would
yes,
make
I know
sense.
what it is. She says, so she definitely knows what it
Okay.
is. Okay.
Nice. All right. Good luck, Sylvia.
Okay. So let me unmark. So we have Fatima.
This Witch's Oracle deck is fun.
Yes.
I need to spend more time with it.
There we go. She's here. Yes. Hi, Fatima. I figured you'd be here.
Fatima.
She's always here. That's why I like my regular chatters. They're respectful and they stay in chat and they're present for the readings. And it makes it easier too for us to connect and get validation and and we get it. Sometimes the internet goes out, the phones go out, life happens. Okay, so Fatima, the Selkie. Oh, I'll have to read this one. Ooh. Yes, again, everybody, thank you for being here. Allyson and I appreciate you. Ooh, responsibility. Okay. So I'm not super familiar with Selkies, so I am going to read this card. And let me go here. So Fatima, I got the Selkie. And as some people notice that some of the artwork in the cards are from traditional, like pre-Raphaelite, Blake era and stuff. I love the artwork. And the Selkies are basically women seals. They're if I correct me if I'm wrong, but they're a part of the Fae family. They are like a siren. They're part of the elemental. So I still need to learn a little bit more about Selkie. So I love having a deck that I can do that. And Tori Amos has a song about Selkies too, so very cool. So it says here, legend tells of the Selkie, a shape-shifting woman seal, often seen off the coast of northern Scotland. Hold on. Okay, someone's horn was going off. Alarm. Okay, so a shape shifting woman seal, often seen off the coast of northern Scotland, who can shed her skin by moonlight and dance upon the shores. Fishermen were known to catch the seal made skin in order to keep her pinned to the land, basically like a mermaid, captured as bride, preventing her return to her true skin and soul home. To reclaim your. Oh, stupid people out in my parking lot. Oh, wrong card. Sorry, Fatima. I'm getting distracted with the car alarms. To reclaim your soul skin in the current legend you're living in, you must let go of the good girl pelt you were raised to wear. This means getting comfortable with letting people have their own ideas about who you are so that you can develop the freedom to be what is most natural to you. So it's taking back your own skin, who your own identity is, not letting anybody tell you otherwise who you are, only you know truly in your heart who you are. So it says here also to continue toss off all that no longer fits you and dive deep into the places where your soul feels most at home. Let go of old demands you put yourself under to be the good girl, the good friend, the good daughter, the good wife, the good mother. Shed the pelt of expectation, demand, and approval, including your own. The witch you are becoming will cost you relationships, spaces, comfort, security, and convenience. But choose her over everything. Choose your true self, your true happiness, your own your health, your bliss over everybody else. And the other card that I got from the Witch's Wisdom deck is responsibility. I have the High Priest and High Priestess. And this is the balance of the male and the female energies. It's about because they both have responsibility in creating a safe circle for everybody to be able to participate and express who they are themselves. So I love this card. And it's about responsibility. You have to take responsibility from now on to be who you are, to be your true authentic self. Even when people like people in my family who have thrown certain things into my face about what I believe or what I want to explore or study or learn. We have to take responsibility for who we are, what we are interested in, how we want to grow, and who we want to become. And so I'll just leave at that, Fatima. And everybody also remember, Fatima has her own channel now. So be sure, I don't know if Steven's gone ahead and put that in the link in the chat, but if you can, head on over and like and subscribe, and let's help keep our family, our community growing. Okay, Allison, all yours, my dear. You're muted.
Bugger.
I love that face she makes.
Okay. I always, not always, but I 50% of the time forget. Because apparently I'm drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's a joke, you guys.
Work on energy. Yeah.
Anyways,
Bye
so
now.
maybe you can chime in and
So this
give
is
some feedback on this one. I haven't had one in a long time where I looked at it and went, huh? So yeah. Anyways, the overall energy I got the card of Ann Carson. She's an author. And her key word on this card is the intellect. And I'll tell you what that means. So again, this is the overall energy. And the key words for her is intellectual growth, delights of the mind, and plagues of the mind. Now, I asked for a positive message. So I'm assuming this is either delights of the mind or intellectual growth, right? So that would be the overall energy, is what I got. And then the actual reading, I got one more author, and I got Leslie Marmon Silko. And her key word is of community, which is about taking care of each other, safety nets, and then the negative word or whatever would be exile. So I'm assuming this is about safety net or safety nets possibly, or taking care of each other, right? Then you also got the book, and the book is about hope and revelation. So like a positive mindset, positive thinking, that kind of thing. And then I got creativity, or I'm sorry, I got the cauldron. And the cauldron is about creativity, the rich broth, and surprising yourself. So yeah, so I'm wondering if anything's been revealed to you recently that was of some sort of surprise, or if there was something that is very positive that's come in. Is there a creative outlet? Is like, I'm just curious what this is, because this is, again, and I don't know this deck, and this is not a very detailed, like there's just keywords. There's not a lot of, which is one of the things I love, but I haven't worked with it a whole lot. So I don't have a huge connection to this deck. But again, the community card is about taking care of each other. So I'm wondering if, there's some sort of, has anything developed in your life that would fall under, this almost feels like if you're around an elder. I just got that. So I don't know if that's what this could be, but there's something about there's some sort of growth in your way of thinking. You've expanded in some sort of way with the way that you think about things. This is within your either inner circle of people, or it could be friends. It probably could be family. I'm not feeling that though. There's some sort of learning or knowledge here, and this is a gift in some sort of way, all of this. I don't know. I don't really know what this is. If you can give any sort of feedback, great. If not, think about it later. But again, this is what I'm getting here.
She just shared some more with us.
Very good. I stayed with my mom's home, and I have to pay other siblings their share. Hold on, the volcano. Thank you for that. The volcano's at the bottom of the deck. This is about patience. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, that could be it. Sure. Interesting.
She says she's been praying for a way to pay them.
For a way to pay them. Hold on 1 second, just 2 seconds. You're dealing with a lot, I'm assuming, like you're processing and seeing something differently, and that's very interesting what can be going on within the family dynamic when that happens too. So yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna stop. I hope that was helpful in some weird kind of disjointed way. Again, I'm just learning this deck, and I don't want to go off on a tangent. I don't like doing that.
All right. So thank you, Fatima. Doing good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go back to a deck that I know like the back of my hand. I did want to play with this a little bit. This is a great deck.
I have people. Plucky Heroine has it, and she loves it, and so does
I'm gonna love
Oil
it too.
Painter.
I just needed, it's beautiful. Like it asks me all the time, and the cards are beautiful. They're like a linen blend with paper, and I love the simplicity of the images, and it shuffle. It's just, yes, it's a beautiful deck, and I look forward to getting a closer relationship.
Yeah, Fatima says I have 2 siblings living with me, and 3 are out.
They're out.
So she said, okay. So yeah, lots of family dynamics going on
Okay.
there. Jessica Lynn, are you still here,
I'm
sweetheart?
glad it made some sense because I'm looking at it going, what? And I never do that, but hey, it well not never, rarely. So it's I'm glad that it yeah,
Just gotta take something really quick.
it felt disjointed to me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when people take advantage of you, and especially when it comes to money and you're trying to take care of a loved one. And
Yeah.
Jessica, are you still here? I don't know if she is. So what I'm going to do is, Jessica comes back. She can be part of the, if we still have time, an individual reader, a collective. So Hershey, you're here. So let's just go ahead and do Hershey. I'm going to have to reshuffle, but that's okay. So Hershey, you are up, my dear. Thank you for hanging around. Thank you, everybody who's still here, for waiting patiently for their reads. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, this is interesting. Okay. Referencing the book. Ooh, okay. So Hershey, who is everybody, by the way, joining me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for new moon and solar eclipse readings. So join us tomorrow. So Hershey, I got Failure's Muse. And I love these two wolves that are in there. Just a beautiful picture. Hate the hate the glare, but just really love the artwork in these cards. So it's Failure's Muse. And what it says here is many of us are terrified of failure. Just the potential of it feels like a lurking presence in the woods, a toothy howl that can send chills down our spine. But when we're willing to fail, those sharp teeth can become our ally. When we dare to befriend what we fear the most, we become not only resilient, but fierce. More dreams are killed by not trying than by failure. Not risking is a guaranteed way to avoid failure, but also a guaranteed way to forfeit the sweet savor of success. The wolves of your psyche, howling that you'll die if you don't succeed, are lying. Their growls may be terrifying, but so are you. Your soul is forged out of lightning and stardust and cannot be destroyed. But only you can prove this truth to yourself by getting back up after failure and insisting on remembering who you really are and of what you are really made of. A witch greets the wolves of failure with flowers. For she, and I'll show this again. She greets the wolves with flowers, for she understands there is magic in the wake of a fiasco, and that failure gifts her with a chance to refine her plans and her purpose. Any path that leads astray shows us how to find a better way. When we embrace failure, we tame the beasts that once terrified us, becoming fierce with reality. Find out what you're made of. Befriend your failure and growl at fear. Love, love this. So, your other card that I got for you is the Maven card, and it's about balance. And so, what I love about this Hershey with you is that I know you read and connect with the shadow, but to you the shadow helps us find the light, and you have that beautiful balance in your reading. So this is definitely you. This is you in balance, and just making sure that you stay in balance and remembering that failures or mistakes are actual lessons that we are meant to learn. I mean, you heard that description. It's just an incredible card. So yes, it does. So there you go. So I will give that over to Allyson.
It's Hershey.
Hershey.
Hershey. Hi.
Like the Hershey bar, but without the Y.
So yep, I have two very different messages for you. I pulled from my Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle deck, and I also just pulled from my Everyday Witch. So, anyways, I'll do the tarot first. And I just did a 3-card spread. I didn't do a real spread, but I don't know if this is recent or if this is old news, but there's somebody that you do love that you are on the outs with. And this is just a reminder that this is a 6 of Cups relationship. Do with that what you want. It's just kind of like a reminder that, you know, and the way I see it, you don't have to do anything with that, right? If it's a 6 of Cups. So like that meaning, I assume you're a reader, right? It says the shadow reader. Okay, so I probably don't need to explain. So what I mean is, you know, even if you don't, you can love somebody and not spend any time with them or talk to them or even be in contact with them. You can love them, right? I mean, that's how I feel anyway. So it's just a reminder, you know, like maybe I don't know, maybe you've just decided you're not even gonna give it any attention. And I'm not even saying that you need to, but that's what I'm making of this. So you know, there's somebody that you're on the outs with. You do have love for this person, but the reminder is that this is a 6 of Cups energy, which I'm sure you know that. Meaning it's, you know, there's a soul connection there, right? You know, whether it's family, whether it's from childhood, whether it's past life, you know, blah blah blah. You know, I'm sure. If you're a reader, I'm sure you're familiar with the tarot. So that's that. Then from the oracle, very different. I have you're going to do something here, and maybe you've already done this, or it's coming up and you have no idea. I don't know, but you're going to create something. I don't know if this is tangible. I don't know if this is in your mind. I don't know if this is an action. I don't know what this is, but it's going to bring you a lot of joy. So you're going to do something. You have a channel. Maybe it has something to do with your channel. Maybe you're artsy craftsy. I don't know. Maybe this is something big. It could be a job. I don't know, but there's something here that you are going to, this might even be divinely guided. I just got that. It could be, but I've got this here. This is a beautiful card. This is about spontaneity. This is about creation and creativity in creating. And then this is joy. Yeah, which is this beautiful. I love this for you. But anyways, that's what I got.
So she said, this is true. Love them, but not like them. Nope, it's her ex-husband, and she's creating an oracle deck.
No more. Oh, awesome. Oh, I love that. Good for you. So both of those made sense to you. Awesome.
Yeah. And Jessica Lynn came in. She had to step out for a second. So I already went ahead and found the cards I had pulled for her before. So I'm just going to go right into her reading. So Jessica, for you, I got Alchemist of Pain. And so it looks like at this time, even though this is supposed to be, you know, good luck and good feeling, this can be. You are learning how to take the energy of pain and transmute it into something beautiful, something, natural, that's healing. And I love how she is. Now, originally in the original artwork, it's water coming out of this, but she transformed it to red to signify, you know, the color of pain, aggression, blood, sadness, that whole thing. But it's taking that pain and transmuting it and giving it back to Mother Earth to make something new and beautiful out of it. And when you look at this card, it almost looks like a rose or flower forms underneath it. It's really pretty. So whatever it is that you are going through right now, whatever this pain is, and I love how she's got her eyes intent on that bowl. So she's scrying, she's studying, she's looking at that, she's acknowledging her pain, she's giving it back to the earth because she knows the Earth Mother is going to take it, and she's going to regenerate it into something beautiful, like the plants and the woods and the growth that are all around her. The other card that I have is intention. I got the wand. So make sure that while you are healing from whatever this pain might be and you're transmuting it, make sure your intention to the universe and to yourself is very clear. So what this pain that you feel, make sure that you are channeling it, you are directing it. The wand is all about directing energy. During spell work, circle casting, that's what the wand is for. It's to cast circles. It's a tool that we send our energy out and we direct it. So in this message is being mindful of where you are putting that energy, that feeling, those emotions of pain, and where you are guiding them to and where you are directing them to, and making sure that you are intentionally directing them in something that is in a healthy and positive manner. And that could be directing it into learning something creative, learning something new, going out into nature, or taking that pain and maybe going to a group and being supportive and being a support for other people. Whatever it is, just make sure that your intentions are clear as you're releasing this pain and you're moving forward, so that you don't harm others, but you don't harm yourself. When I mean harm is just setting out that negative. Just make sure that that pain is transmuted into something positive, just like she does in this one, into the earth. When you take yours, make sure that your intention is, I'm releasing this to the highest good. I give it to spirit. I give it to, whatever your higher power is, and use that energy, those emotions, honor them, and just channel them into something that is positive and beautiful. And I'll end it there, and I'll give it over to Allyson. And I'll check chat. So Hershey, you'll have to come and join Allyson and I some night. It'll be a hoot. Look at Alice. I don't know if Allyson could hear me, but she can hear me. So yeah. And oh, hello, Jesri. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Oh,
In
yeah.
2 seconds, I'm almost done. I just got some really good news from my sister. So I was like, what? I had to respond to her. And actually, I can share that with you guys. My grandmother's bracelet. I wanted it. My sister had it when I was in California when my grandma died, blah, blah, blah. And then my sister couldn't find it. She's been looking for it. She finally found it. She found the bracelet. So I'm super excited. I'll be wearing it all the time. I probably won't even take it off. So I'm very excited. So, all right, let me just pull a couple cards more. I have the tarot. Let me just pull these oracles super quick.
Fine. So Ring wants to.
Her name went down. What was her name again?
Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Jessica, where did you go?
I personally need the name when I draw cards. You guys.
Yeah, I forgot to put it back up, Jessica. Okay. Yeah. So Ring, you weren't here when I initially showed everybody my hat. So I got it at Spirit Halloween. That's the texture pattern on it. I had to get it because it was very Stevie Nicks. So this is the back of it. There's the lace. The lace goes around it. I just want to see if I can. I've got a peacock feather. I might add a peacock feather to this, like she's got one of her hats. But yeah, and then I got my little bracelets for it. So, yep, that's my hat for my shows now. And I'll be wearing it when it's not Halloween. Because that's just me. That is so cute. God, stop laughing, please. Yes, thank you, Isadora. Did I
Jessica,
lose?
I don't know what's going on, but I got a reading here. It's hold on 1 second.
I think we lost Stephen. Where's Stephen?
I'm not even gonna read that. I'll do the oracle cards and I'll pull one more for the tarot. Let me know. Are you going through something right now, Jessica? Are you going through something that's not happy? You're being asked to go into your imagination and work on something that that's creative, that lightens your energy, something that is very grounding for you, something that's feeds your soul, if you will. That's what the oracle message is. And at the bottom of the deck, we have peace. So is there anything? So that's the oracle message.
Yeah, here she goes. I feel like I'm always going through something. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on really quickly.
Hey, Ginger.
You can there's a masculine energy. Doesn't mean it's a guy. It could be a family member. There's somebody here that has some sort of power or control. This could be in your family. I don't know if you're married. I don't know what this is, but there's a need to have some sort of communication with this person so that something can be put to bed. I don't know what this is. If you're able to do that, whatever this is, there is healing on the other end of this, and you will be triumphant in whatever this is. I know that's kind of vague, but I don't want to get super specific, but this is definitely a masculine energy, and it's somebody that they aren't necessarily emperor quality. They could be, but this is feeling more like and it could be female, but this is very much like the emperor's like a father figure. It can be like a boss. It's somebody who's large and in charge, even if it's just their temperament or their demeanor. A lot of times they've earned it, but not always, right? It depends. But this is about communicating something, taking action on it. This could be something maybe you've been avoiding so that this whole thing can get wrapped up. And on the other end of that, there is a healing, and you will feel a lot better, and you will come out on the other side of that. So, yeah. But you do need to be doing something to feed your soul, something that stimulates your imagination or your creativity, that kind of thing. I do like it for, oh.
Sorry.
So that's what I got.
Okay. She says she'll have to think about it.
Okay.
I didn't zap him.
And again, it doesn't have to be a masculine. And it can't even be it could even just be an energy. It also could be somebody that has the sign of Aries, right? So somebody that has a Aries placement, probably their sun, but it doesn't have to be. But just somebody that has like that kind of like boss energy. It can even just be somebody that's bossy. So yeah.
Okay.
Really, the bottom line is it's about approaching something, having a conversation about something you don't really want to have a conversation about. If you just have that conversation and, you know, say your piece or whatever, it's going to be helpful, and you will feel better, and you'll be able to let go of whatever that thing is. That's really what the message is on that one. So probably most of us have something like that we don't want to address.
Yeah.
Some conversation you don't want to have or whatever.
We're like, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, most of us go, well, yeah, that one situation.
So we actually have 2 questions left. Are you good for 2 more reads?
Yes.
Okay. Diana, I believe you are still here.
Is that oil painter? Oh, that's
yep.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cute.
Yeah, just really quick, Ginger, I was getting some really like cards that were going with what, especially because Ginger Faye did a tarot normal tonight on a house in Arizona. She was reading with Amber from Lavender Moon, and there was a lot of people in chat, and I was using that lunatic Lenormand, and boy, I was getting stuff that other readers were getting. So you should see this picture of this woman's back. I mean, the scratches and everything. I mean, it was just insane. So yeah,
Yee! Yikes.
yeah. So
Yeah, that getting like actual physical stuff off of that's wackadoo.
I mean, these weren't pictures that they had taken, and all these orbs and.
Oh no, I
You,
believe it. I'm
yeah,
saying
oh
that
no,
it's
yeah.
like next level, like whoa.
hmm Yeah, she has some good juju there and some really bad juju too. You wouldn't believe the pictures of these light orbs and stuff. I mean, some might have been a bug or two or dust, but some of these, I mean, the room was just filled with them. And then you could see, yeah, she had some crazy stuff on tonight, Ginger.
Wow.
Most definitely. Oops, so let me put this down here. So, yes, ma'am. So, Diana is here. And Diana, when you get a chance, if you can email me when that next Zoom class is, that would be great. So I can make sure that I have that time set aside to be able to participate with you ladies. I really enjoyed myself the last time. Ooh, I haven't pulled this one out yet. So that was Shan. If anybody heard that sneeze, that was Shan. Bless you, honey. Excuse me. Oh wow. Okay, I gotta get the book for this, but all these cards are so beautiful. All the cards are beautiful. But so Diana, you got the Hive Queen. Is she not beautiful? Look at the colors, the bees. I just absolutely love this, Diana. Oh my goodness. So, the Hive Queen. Bees are nature's alchemists, making honey from pollen, turning base flower materials into liquid gold. Long associated with the goddess, the bees invite you to work your own alchemy, to take the sorrows and disappointments of your life and turn them into grace, experience, and wisdom. A witch knows that in order for this alchemy to take place, she needs to invoke forgiveness, first for herself. She understands there will be times she could not possibly have known or done better and must forgive her ignorance. When she knows better but doesn't do better, she forgives herself so she can enter the galvanizing force of transformation and self cultivation rather than sink into the patriarchal gravity of self condemnation. Wow. She forgives others as well, understanding that holding onto injustice, no matter how righteous, is like swallowing poison and expecting the other person to die. She knows in her very veins that sometimes she must forgive when it is not sought out, when the other is not sorry, and in their ignorance or intolerance is blind to her pain. Oh boy, don't I know. When forgiveness is requested by another, she honors herself by acknowledging that accountability and forgiveness. Wait a minute. She honors herself by acknowledging that accountability and forgiveness are sisters, only thriving when paired. Every relationship that suffers an infraction needs accountability in order to move forward. If there is no accountability, then there can be if there is no accountability, then there can be forgiveness, but no ongoing relationship. These are her boundaries, both tender and fierce, engaged to keep the hive of her heart whole, a welcoming place for the bees to sing their songs. That's beautiful, making melody and honey where once there was only sorrow. So that's that card. Um, Yep, Plucky, it's woman in total control of herself. And then for the other deck, Diana, I got ancestors, remembrance. So, yes, this is the time of year remembering our ancestors. So, I think this ancestor cards goes into possibly ancestral healing, learning how to start doing forgiveness, no matter how far back the ancestral line has to go. And having forgiveness, and this is a strong message for me too, but having that ability to, forgive for your own sake and for your own health and peace of mind, and just allowing that forgiveness to just flow as far back as possible, and hopefully through the healing the timeline, that energy could be re-energized and healed for those generations that are to come. So I'll leave it at that and see what Allyson gets.
Hi, do we know her name?
Yes, Diana.
Diana. Hi. So I got two different messages here for you, which is interesting. I don't know if this has happened with this deck or not. And I did also pull a snippet little tarot message for you. So something that you've wished on or wanted is going to materialize, is what I'm getting. When, I have no idea. But and this could be, you've been looking for the right filter for your coffee pot. I mean, it might not be a huge thing, or it could be, I don't know, but something that you've been wanting is going to show itself. It's not going to be the coffee filter thing. It's going to be bigger than that. Because this is something that's fairy tale is the card. And this is about, it can quite literally be that kind of thing, but it's really more like something that you kind of, dream about, but don't really, entertain it as, a possibility. But yeah, fairy tale with authentic. And that's what this is, right? It's going to come into, and be here, right? Then I also have unity and magical. So I see some relationship that you have getting better. Maybe you're at odds with somebody. I don't know. That sort of thing, but
Right
something
here.
definitely improving. And then separately from that, with the tarot, I've got there's something in here you've been trying to balance out, and spirit is saying to just walk away from this, or emotionally just leave it alone, so that the wheel of fortune can turn. So that's what I have here. So I don't know what this is regarding. Maybe you do. This could be a big deal, not so much of a big deal. I'm not really sure, but that's what that is. The bottom of the deck, I'm curious if you're married. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Queen and the King of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. This is about investing in a relationship, which may or may not be connected to that message, but I feel like it could be. And then I have the Nine of Wands right under that, which is about, having been through something. That doesn't mean that you guys have big problems or anything like that. I mean, we've all been in serious relationships, and, there's good times, bad times, things that you got to figure out, whatever. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that this is not necessarily part of your reading, but it could be. Sometimes the bottom of the deck is telling. But anyhow, back to the tarot message. There's something that you've been trying to balance out. I have no idea what this is. This is just a little 3-card bloop. But 8 of Cups, walk away from it emotionally. It doesn't mean walk away from, if this is with another person, it's just saying, just leave it. It's not that big of a deal. Move forward. Wheel of Fortune. So that's it. Divorced and he is crossed. I help him. Oh. Okay. Let's see.
But she also said she put her foot in her mouth. She put her foot in her mouth last night and has been struggling to get over it. So the
So
readings
the bottom of the deck
coming.
makes sense as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, and in tarot, he's still going to show up as your husband, right?
And
So
working on ancestors as
Seven of
well.
Pentacles, what you've invested in, 9 of Wands, yeah, absolutely. Yep. And the wheel, yep. And then all of this. So of course this I don't know necessarily, and I hope this does come true for you. But anyways, thank you for sharing. I'm glad it makes sense. So
and then she put something.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
don't need LLC for my tarot business. Don't need LLC for my. I don't know what that's.
That might have been another conversation.
Yeah, might have been. But anyways, okay, cool. Yeah. So we have one more, right?
Yep. If she's still here, Ellen R., are you still here? And if not, then we can just do one for the collective, because Claudia, Cat Mama, popped in, and she's going to be joining us again in a couple weeks, I believe. I don't have my calendar because Miss Claudia wasn't feeling too good, Miss Mama. Um, so the 27th, Cat Mama will be joining us. Yep, she's here.
Eleanor.
Yes, she is here. So let me just go ahead and Diana said question mark because I want to get it, but maybe I don't need to have it. Oh, the LLC for her tarot business. Okay. So I think she was referring to your reading and something to do with that. Okay. Alrighty. Yes, Ellen, we had enough time and we had energy, so Halloween show. Just about. I got my hat and my gloves. Cat Mama. Keeper of silence. Ooh. Interesting. Excuse me, people. So, Ellen, I got Keeper of Silence. Kind of a cute card. Thank you, Claudia. So, Keeper of Silence, Ellen. This is a time for discretion. Whether you are working on a new project, idea, vision, or harboring thoughts of creating a new relationship or business, discretion is called for. Just like an ember needs to be protected from the wind, coaxed carefully into a robust fire, so it is with your idea sparks. Be careful who you share with right now. Hold on to your enthusiasm. Guard your treasure. Keep to the force of contemplation as your intentions grow strong and vital. Stay close to the gentle light of the moon, which nourishes poets and dreamers. Should you not be fostering new, fledgling life right now, the keeper of silence also serves as a guide for discernment. Sometimes we get so hungry for connection and approval, we overshare or give away our gifts to folks who are unworthy of our intimacy. This card is an invitation to step back and consider how you are sharing, hence the little shh to her lips. A witch knows she is deeply worthy, and her heart, soul, mind, and precious life energy are to be shared only with those who can respect that treasure. Guard your worth, my girl. And from the other deck, I shuffled, and again, I got the remembrance card. So in this reference, I'm feeling like your ancestors really want you at this time to remember exactly your worth, how much time and energy you give to others, and how much you share, um, and to be mindful of the people, of the company of people that you keep, and um, not falling into like a group think, falling into a group or to connect or to be a part of something that may not intuitively feel right, especially in your gut. So your ancestors want you to make sure um, that you remember that your ancestors are watching over you. You have family watching over you, and if you're not sure, or if something is you need a sign or you need guidance, just call on your ancestors. And they're always there, but they really can't intervene unless we ask them to. So reminding to ask them to keep you safe, protected, to help you stay clear and focused, and be aware of of your circle, but just be really mindful. And yeah, isn't that cute, Jesri? I think it's just, oh no, it's Hershey. Yeah, she got cute little horns, little little ram horns or little Aries horns. So yeah, that's my Aries girl right there. Look at the look on Allison's face. I'm looking up and going, yeah, those are like Aries girl horns, and she's like,
I'm like, I know. I do not have a poker face when I'm reading tarot at all.
no, not me. Or I go, oh, look at, or ooh, yeah. Don't invite us to a poker game. I don't know how to play. Maybe a Go Fish. I know how to play Go Fish.
Ellen, are you in a actually I'm going to come back to that. I want you to remember how beautiful you are throughout.
Mm-hmm.
And that your soul is timeless.
Oh, wow.
And that you have great, great, great wisdom that surpasses this life and what you're dealing with right now. It's so expansive. It's huge. I just got covered with goosebumps. I don't know why I feel, and I'm hoping you need to hear this. I'm hearing that you need to hear this. Remember how beautiful you are.
Yep.
In every way.
That's what her card said, and her ancestors.
You're an infinite being. You're full of wisdom. You are the goddess, right? Remember that. On a completely separate note, I don't know. I've got a message here. It looks like a romantic message or like a romantic partnership. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. But there's something here that's or a close partnership or a union. Does that make sense to you before I go any further?
I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay. Because I'm not even, this feels
well,
very.
Well, it resonates a lot with what
I don't even really want to read it. This is very personal. I mean, if she doesn't care, I'll read it. But if
she says, I'm not in a romantic relationship, but would like one. Like the card said, just know your worth.
Could be an old message then. Did you have something that ended and it was, the way it ended was not so hot? I mean, I can read it if you want me to, but it's good that you're not dealing with this person anymore. I'm curious if it was a water sign or not. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be.
Now, Ellen, what do you mean by sure? I'm not sure what
you
mean.
So I asked her if she wanted me to read it. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
What?
No, go ahead. I understand now.
I don't know what happened. It doesn't even matter. And if this is past time, it's not that it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't, the particulars aren't of importance to me, but I'm just saying there was something here that was unclear to you. Sag Cap. Okay. Could have been like water sign energy, right? But not necessarily. This is how this person is showing up. Whatever it was that happened, and maybe you did or didn't even know about this, but there was some sort of moon energy there. It was devastating in some sort of way. That might be too strong of a word. But I do see you guys coming up with, okay. I do see the partnership here, 2 of Cups, and you're coming up as the King of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles, right? And it could be vice versa. Maybe you're a water sign. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. But the 9 of Pentacles, this does look like something that you did have a lot of hope for at some point. But the ending here, I have 5 of Cups. I don't know if you just regretted it all in the end and wish you'd never even gone into it. I don't know, but you do have some sort of truth here, the Ace of Swords. Not that there necessarily was untruth, but this can also be just your decision or your knowing it was the right thing to do or whatever. And again, I don't know who ended it, you, him, or the both of you agreed upon or whatever, but I feel like you are in agreement ultimately with how it concluded. But in it. So it's still in your energy in some sort of way, or I wouldn't even have gotten this. And it could just simply be because you learned from that relationship. Like
Oh,
my last big relationship, I learned so much from it. So, it might not seem like it at the time, but a lot of times these are blessings, what we go through, right? Because we're so wise after we walk away from it. And it helps us know more what it is that we want or don't want. Got it. Yeah. Same. Same. Yep. Sure did.
she
Yep.
says,
Sure
yes, I
did.
learned a lot.
Me too, girl. Absolutely. There were so many flags and I just didn't even, yep.
Yep.
So anyways, it showed up and, but anyways, yeah, just like I said, back to the oracle message. This is a beautiful message for you. So just remember, who you are.
Okay. Well, that was our last mini read. Did you want to do one final collective for those who have
Sure.
hung around with us? Hershey said, he's my
Sure.
ex-husband for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't married to the, well, I was married for years, but this last one I'm talking about, we were together for 7 years and I learned more from that one than I did from any of them. So, you're
Yeah.
welcome, Ellen.
Yeah, that was the one card that came up for her was, knowing your worth, being discerning of who you share those beautiful aspects
Yeah.
of yourself and your
Yeah.
energy. And
Yeah.
her ancestors, want her to know that she is beautiful, that she is worthy. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Alan said, both of you really rock. You make a great team. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I think we do too. After all, she
Thank
is my
you.
favorite, right? And I'm her
And Heather's my favorite.
favorite. Oh. Yeah, we
All
lost
right.
Cosmic Orphan at some point, so maybe
I
life
gotta be able
calls.
to see the chat. I can't even see who's here.
Well, we still have Isadora's with us, Hershey's with us, Jezree is with us. We got about 9 people. Another show just started. Allie, Marina, and Val doing their story time. So, and Ginger Faye is with us. So um, people be heading over to the other live, but it's perfect to end with a collective.
I can go first for once if you want. I'm actually ready.
Woo!
Um,
You should.
I have one card that came out and I went through it and this is all that came out. So this is the message. This is a message of prosperity. Really the way I'm reading this is about remembering what you have to be grateful for. It's not necessarily prosperity is coming in. It could be, but what I'm getting from this is just to remember what you have. And this isn't necessarily what this means, but this is what I'm getting right now. So this is about being grateful for the prosperity that you do have, right? And we do all to some degree, even we're lacking or needing for something. The best way to get whatever that thing is to give gratitude for what you have, for what is prosperous in your life. I cannot say that loudly and clearly and plainly enough. Show gratitude for what you have. Do not have a lack mindset, which is easier said than done. I definitely went through that for a time there. But anyhow, yeah, and it's just, be aware of the prosperity that you do have. And for some of you, if this might actually be prosperity coming in, because if you do what I was just talking about, that is, that is the result of that. So anyways, that's the message that I got. And this is very Halloweeny. Check her out in her full garb. And it's cool because her pumpkins are carved. And in this one, there is no cat, but there's a cat carved on her pumpkin. So yeah.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
I love the pumpkins. I still love the pumpkins. That's my favorite. Is the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allison. So I'm just going to put that one back because this says it all. Because you were saying about gratitude, it says right here, put your gratitude and prayers into song or dance or the quiet intensity. So I'm sorry here. Let me get the glare. It's called the Disciple of Ritual. So she's walking to that beautiful standing stone, acknowledging their power, their wisdom, the connection. And it says, I'll just start from here. A witch understands when she praises the sunrise and sings to the moon, she is joining creation's ongoing conversation. She is unafraid to petition these forces for support and alliance, but starts first with the gratitude of all the blessings she didn't have to earn. A place on the planet that is distinctly hers, with an abundance of natural resources she didn't have to create. Now is the time for ritual. Put your gratitude and prayers into song or dance or the quiet intensity of a candle flame. It doesn't matter how you create a sacred moment for ritual, just that you do it. Now is the time, especially at this time of harvest, being grateful for what we have. And rep, Ginger, dance like nobody's watching. Dance under that moonlight. I know it's Hershey's, isn't that beautiful? I just love the artwork. And before we go, when we were talking about spiders earlier, I wanted to share with everybody the spider grandmother card that is in this deck. Um, just give me a momento here. Where are you, grandmother spider? There she is. She's so beautiful. I love this. And check her out. And she's got the beautiful spider web in her hand. Spider woman. So I wanted to share that with everybody. You're muted.
Yep, digital world.
Yep.
Anybody's really taking the time to look at a web, they're crazy.
Yep.
In a good way.
Shake what your mama gave you. Yep. Shake your money maker. Ooh wee. So everybody, thank you for joining Allyson and I again for another Friday. And Allyson has her regulars. Are you going to be doing any videos this weekend? Because you've been putting on quite a few.
I posted what you need to know for the fire signs yesterday, and I did the air signs today.
Did the air signs?
I do water, and I guess I don't know. Sometimes I get, and I have a couple signs I'm going to stop posting for because I just don't get a lot of reads.
Well, Brenda Tarot says the most hits that she gets on her channel for astrological signs are Pisces. That's why she does more Pisces than she does the other ones.
I have a whole theory on all of that. Because, if there's one thing I don't have a shortage of, it's my opinions. So, so what makes sense to me is that, okay, how do I say this quickly? So, like me, however I'm viewed or seen or whatever, the algorithm aside and all of that, certain people are going to enjoy watching me, enjoy my readings, my da-da-da-da. So I'm going to have more people that fall into a certain sign, if you will, that are going to watch me, whereas somebody else, da-da-da-da. So like me, I'm hesitant to even say there's a couple of signs that I'm tempted to like not even do them because it's like I don't even get any views. So I do a lot, and I'm a brand new channel or fairly new. I don't have a lot of subscribers. So, I mean, yes, that's part of it, but like, what gets viewed right away and how many likes I end up with and whatever is like the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the water signs do quite well. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Taurus and Virgo, but Capricorn and the air signs, it's just not very, Libra's kind of hit or miss, but like Gemini, and for whatever reason, so it is what it is. I'm not saying I'm not going to do readings for those signs, but I probably won't be. They will be more at the tail end, and we'll just see kind of how it goes, because it does take time for me to find the time to do the readings and to upload them and everything else. And it's like, if I'm not really going to get a lot of views, and especially like no feedback at all, it's like, why even,
why put the energy or the effort into it? Because Allyson does. If anyone's ever watched Allyson's videos, she will go, and I mean, it's time consuming, you know.
It is, and but I enjoy doing it, and obviously I'm not doing it for money or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is because I enjoy to read, but like some signs, I don't know. Anyways, it's an observation, and yeah,
I'm almost up to 600
good.
subscribers. I think I'm like 4 or 5 away. So this past couple of months, having everybody new coming on my channel and doing these extra shows and everything has really opened a lot of doors. So I appreciate all my subscribers, my chatters, my fellow readers who help me, bring more people into my circle and
Absolutely.
helping me build my numbers. So I'll be doing my 2 year channel anniversary next month. I'll be starting my 3rd year. So it'll be nice to start it at 600. That really would be nice. So,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
for
looking forward to
babies.
something.
Oh, as a Gemini, we are roaming all over. I completely understand. We are air. I'm still learning signs, so. But
Yeah, and I'm Gemini rising,
mm,
but the Geminis are actually I'm not even gonna
I'm an Aries
be a
rising, so I
very
have
tough
something in
audience.
common with Allison.
Could be a
One of
very
the
tough
signs.
audience. As far as the readings go, I'm talking about. And
Mm,
so and Aquarius. Yeah, Aquarius just don't really watch very much on for me, and then you'll have somebody else that's like, say they're a Gemini and they get more views from Aquarius than anything else. So it's really just who resonates with you and
mm-hmm,
how accurate your read is for them and yada. I mean, there's so many
exactly.
variables. It's just you know, and then you got the
So,
whole
so you do
algorithm.
what works for you. Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know if it's going to matter, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to start saying this on all my videos for anybody that sees this. And most of you probably know this, but a lot of people don't. When you watch somebody's video, as soon as you click on it, that's what contributes to your algorithm. It does not have anything to do with what you click like on. So I think that's why some people, when they
Hmm.
watch certain like videos, they're hesitant to click like when they're watching, the kind of readings that the readings that I'm so tired. My content, right? So people that just want to watch, collective zodiac readings will watch tons and tons and tons of them, right? And they don't want to subscribe to all of them, so they'll just watch them, and they don't even necessarily. And it's like, just remember, as soon as you click on it, that's what as a viewer, that's what's going to create your algorithm. It's not what you like. So, and I don't know about it, I always like videos when I watch because I understand as a creator, and I think it's just that's just me though. Everybody should do what
Mm-hmm.
they want, but it's like it's just
Mm-hmm.
kind.
Yeah.
It's like saying I appreciate you, thank you. I mean, unless you
Yeah.
absolutely hate it, well then you're going to click off and it
And if
doesn't
you can't
matter.
watch the whole thing, I try to spend at least 5 or 10 minutes to watch a video. I'm like, okay, I get to watch some of it. Then I make sure that I'll put down like great show or I'll put,
Yeah,
high
feedback
or
is good as
something, and
well,
that
but just
helps. That
hitting
that
that
kicks you
like
kicked in there.
button,
Mm-hmm.
that's the first thing. And again, this is me. That's the first thing I do when I watch somebody's video. As soon as I show up, I hit the like button. Because I think honestly, what a lot of people do, especially the
What?
people that because I'll even have people subscribe and they didn't even hit like. It's
Yeah.
like, what are you even? It's like for me, it's like I do it right when I arrive because I might not remember. And I think that's what a lot of people do. They watch the video and then they just leave and they don't even think about it or I don't know. And then I think of my mom who's died now, but she used to watch YouTube all the time. She didn't even know. It's like, yes,
Yeah.
that thumb, click on that. She didn't even know what it meant, and it's like, so there's, probably some percentage of that going on out
Ziva
there.
says, click on that like button.
Oh,
Don't be afraid of black kitties. We're wonderful.
yeah.
And she was here for the beginning and you showed up for the ending.
Yeah.
How perfect is
Oh,
that?
I see. Is that on her right cheek right there?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, I
healing.
can
And
see it.
Mark, the spirit whisperer, him and Pan did some energy work last week,
Good.
and it's starting to heal. And as long as she doesn't start messing
Messing
around
with
with
it.
it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. She
Other
has to have
ways.
the cone of shame on.
Mwah. Sorry. So everybody, again, thank you for joining us. It is 10:15. Allyson needs to get her beauty rest.
Oh, I'm
And
not going to bed. I'll be
and
up
prob-
till 1.
and probably check
I
her
mean, I'm
phone and
tired, but
talk
I
to
had
her honey.
caffeine, so I'm up for a while. I'm going to do
So-
a reading or two.
There you go. So everybody, again, thank you for joining Allyson and I, and we will see you on one of our next shows. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.